Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of October from the 16th through the 31st. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a general reading. As always, it will not resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. And as always, I will include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Virgo. So what we're going to be focusing on this time are issues and confessions when it comes to your connection. And from your person's standpoint, what are they thinking about you and the connection? So that's what we're taking a look at here today. These are the three decks that we will be using for the focus messages. This is by Angelic Revelation 144, Confessions of a Runner. This is the Issues deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And lastly, we'll grab a message, maybe two, from the Untold Messages of the Heart deck by Aqua Moonlight. Okay, so let's set these guys aside here, Virgo, and let's take a look and see what comes through here today. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, for cross watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in. Let's see what comes forward from this deck. What is it that they are running away from when it comes to this connection? I have experienced childhood trauma. The past still haunts me, okay? And if they haven't dealt with the past, Virgo, then more than likely it's still affecting who they are today, how they conduct themselves with you, and just other people that they encounter in their life. So that for sure needs to be addressed. That is one of the issues. This is what it is that they are confessing to you at this time. Maybe you've already known this, maybe you haven't, but that is what's coming through. So let's grab a message from the Issues deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. Issues and confessions when it comes to this connection, your person. All right, I'm guided to this card. Under surveillance 24/7, being watched closely all the time. So perhaps what it is that they are confessing to you as well, Virgo, is that even though you guys are not together at this time, there's a physical distance, they're still keeping tabs on you, they're still watching you, more than likely on social media, or if you guys know where each other live, if it hasn't been too long since you guys have last seen each other, maybe they're driving by your home just to see if you're with anyone or what you're doing or how's life. If there's a way for them to see you in any way, shape, or form is what I'm feeling here when it comes to this individual. Wow. And again, some of you guys might even know that they're doing this, or you've had your suspicions that they're keeping tabs on you, that there are eyes on you when it comes to your person. All right, and lastly, the Untold Messages of the Heart. Let's see, what is it that they're not telling you? What's in their heart for you? Guided to this card right here. Karma. Holy crap. My life is falling apart and I'm still struggling. So, since you guys have been disconnected from one another, karma has really done a number on your person, Virgo. Their life, it hasn't been going well. It's been falling apart. They've been struggling, I feel, not just in regard to their love life, but just life overall. It has not been an easy journey for this person. Okay, not by any means. So let's tap into some additional guidance here. I wanted to grab some messages from the Flaming Roses deck. This is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So what we do know so far is that they've experienced childhood trauma. Whatever they experienced in their childhood, it's still haunting them today. Karma definitely has caught up to this individual. Their life is falling apart. They've been struggling, certainly without you, and just overall struggling in the direction that their life has gone since you've last interacted with this person And more than likely, they're still keeping tabs on you from a distance. Angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know? Enchantment. Okay, so they could still be very enchanted by the thought of you, Virgo. Enchantment, you know, it's sort of like that very fairy tale-ish magical type vibe. And since you've left, since you guys have been in separation, their life clearly has not been in that type of energy. They could have also been very wishy-washy with you when you guys were together. That could have also contributed to why you guys ended up not working out. Hidden secrets. They could have been very deceptive with you, keeping things from you, lying to you. Not necessarily about infidelity or third-party situations, although that could have been the issue for some of you. Also, what I'm feeling here, Virgo, when it comes to your person, is that they perhaps want you to see them in a better light. And I'm getting this for some of you guys, like what it is that they're putting up on social media, if this applies. It appears as though their life is going along quite well, everything's good, but, you know, beneath the surface, off of social media, their life clearly falling apart. Their past is haunting them to this day. So if your life is going in a much better direction, Virgo, perhaps that's why they feel the need to watch you, to try to recapture what you guys had. If things were going really well at one point in time and now things are falling apart between the two of you. Obviously you're not together, so that fell apart, but just their life on its own, it's just been a bit of a struggle for this individual. This is the next card, Desire on Fire. All right, so we do have that fire reference. So some of you guys could be focusing on a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And this is coming through here to let you know that part of the reason why they might still be keeping an eye on you is because they still want you. They still desire you. We have sweet indulgence. Okay, so they could have certainly considered you to be a very sweet person, and just being with you, there was just that indulgent nature. This could certainly be the sexual chemistry between the two of you also, that was very indulgent for them. And then we have loyalty, protective. I feel this person struggled with this as well when you guys were together, especially if they were wishy-washy and the hidden secrets here, because this does apply to those of you who dealt with infidelity in the partnership. They could not be loyal to you at that time. They didn't do everything that they possibly could to protect the relationship. And perhaps part of what it is that they're wanting here to revive this fairy tale that you guys once had is to offer you this loyalty that was lacking before. We also have red roses that are coming through here, so that could mean something to some of you guys. And look at this, Cupid strikes. Okay, this is where perhaps you guys are headed. And if Cupid strikes again for you and your person, Virgo, then this might just get a second chance to come back. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at the energy of the feminine here. Where are our feminines? This is the Moody Moon Messages deck, honoring the cycle of the divine feminine. This is a deck by Sister Moon Tarot. So let's take a look and see where the feminines are at on this journey. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Virgo and whatever issues and confessions, especially your person might have, and you yourself could be going through certain things at this time. And if you could, what is it that you would want to confess to your person, your masculine, my feminine? So let's take a look at that. But Cupid just might strike again. Mysterious. Okay, my boundaries are up. Now, it's interesting that it says that, considering we've got hidden secrets right here. I feel you might have dealt with a partner who was being very mysterious. They weren't fessing up to what it was that they were doing, or keeping things from you, again, hidden secrets. And you didn't really appreciate that, Virgo. You did not appreciate the whole mysterious vibe that they were coming through with, you know, because mysterious, although that could be alluring at times, what I'm picking up here, because these boundaries are up, might be because they were keeping you in the dark, basically. And since you guys have been in separation, this could be you. Easy breezy, going with the flow, just kind of allowing life to unfold and take you in the direction that you're meant to go at this time. But look at this. My feminines, some of you are still hopeful that despite where you guys are at on this journey, you're wondering and hoping maybe we can start over again. And then we've got detached. I don't know if I care anymore, you know, so that's coming through for some of you, that you've detached from this person. And maybe it's been a really long time since you guys have connected or even talked or interacted in any way. And as this card says, you know, you're just going with the flow of where life is taking you. And you have detached. You've removed yourself from this situation. We have PMS coming through also. Completely immersed in my yin energy. Okay, understandable, considering this hasn't exactly been the smoothest journey when it comes to the connection with your masculine. And then we've got tired. Okay, I'm ready for a new beginning. You're tired of how things were. You're tired of the old. You're tired perhaps of all of the drama and the hidden secrets that they kept from you. And here we go with this masculine, perhaps, where karma finally caught up to them. Their life is falling apart. They're struggling. Their past is coming back to haunt them. And unless they're able to really come towards you as a better person, you know, even if Cupid does strike, I mean, you guys have to be on the same page. You have to desire this person as much as they desire you. But I really do feel when it comes to the individual that you're focusing on for this reading, Virgo, they've got a lot to work. They've got a lot of work. I can't speak today. That's been happening so much lately. Oh my gosh. They have a lot of work to do on themselves. Let's grab one more message here, and then we'll take a look and see where the masculines are at. Indulgent. I want too much of everything. Okay. And maybe, Virgo, just the fact that for some of you that is the energy. You want to be able to indulge in whatever life has to offer you. But perhaps that's what was lacking here when you guys were together. I'm also feeling here somebody has a really sweet tooth, sweet indulgence, and then we've got Fruit Loops right there. Someone's got a sweet tooth here. And since you guys have been apart, you're indulging in other things that bring you happiness. Wow. So let's grab some thoughts from the masculine here. And let's take a look and see where the masculine is at. This is my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the Volume 2 deck. Divine Masculine Messages. So we see where the feminine is at. Let's take a quick glimpse into where this masculine is at. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. Second half of October. You make me happy. And they know this, okay? They want, I feel, to at least talk to you or to see you face to face rather than watching you closely from a distance. You know what I mean? This person wants that face-to-face interaction, to be able to see you, talk to you face-to-face, not just over the phone, not just through text, not just on social media, but really to see you and be with you, even if it is just to have a conversation, to address whatever those issues are, whatever it is that they need to get off their chest, whatever it is that they feel the need to confess to you. The next card, look at this. I miss holding your hand. I just feel overall, Virgo, that they miss you. Period. They miss you. I need you to trust me, okay? And I'm feeling that this was an issue. That's why you guys went into separation more than likely, or are having the issues that you're having now because of these hidden secrets. I feel that was a huge part of the drama that was happening here and why their life is falling apart, because they kept too much from you. This whole mysterious vibe. And so now here you are. You've got your boundaries up. You've built walls around yourself. You're tired of all of the BS that they got you involved in. And you've detached. But for some of my feminines, you know, there's this energy of hope, of starting over. And here's this masculine coming through with this message. Be with me. Still wanting to be with you. Desire on fire. Okay. Next message. I've wanted to reach out so many times. I just wasn't sure you wanted me to reach out. So many messages left unsent. Perhaps someday. You see that? So my feminines, perhaps your masculine is picking up off of the fact that you have detached, that maybe you don't want to hear from them. You could have blocked them. So part of these boundaries could be that they can't even reach you because you've blocked their phone number or you've blocked them on social media. So there's a lot of these unsent messages that have been composed, and they want so badly to be able to communicate with you, but maybe you've got these boundaries and walls up to where they can't. And not to say that they don't deserve it, because absolutely, based off of what's presenting itself here, they certainly could have deserved that, and now karma's biting them in the ass. This next message is interesting. I'm dealing with inner demons that are overwhelming me right now. I cannot be the person you need me to be. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's coming through for some of you guys. Even though they want to be with you, even though they still desire you, they know that they're still not in a good place. You know, we've got a person here. I've experienced childhood trauma. The past is still haunting them. Their life is not in a good place. They're struggling right now. So they're actually doing you a favor here, Virgo, by just staying away from you at this time, perhaps. Maybe somewhere down the line you guys can have a new beginning here, but it might require a little bit more living and learning when it comes to this individual. And last message, I've always been really good at not catching feelings. Then you had to come in and make me fall in love with you. Damn. So this masculine, for some of you guys, if you're able to relate to this, maybe they were just playing the field. Maybe they just wanted casual dating, or they were just playing around, you know? They weren't ready to settle down. And here you come into their life. They were so sure they weren't going to catch feelings when it came to this connection. But they did. I feel they fell in love with you. Could have been out of the blue. You know, they could have just woken up one day and realized, oh shit, I'm in love with Virgo. So that's where your masculine is at, my feminines. Okay, so let's grab some tarot here. This is my tarot teacher. And for those who are not familiar, this was created for those who would like to learn tarot. I made it very easy. Each card has upright and reverse meanings. So if that's something you're interested in, the link to my deck shop is down below, as well as all of the creators, the amazing creators that you see here. So let's grab some additional insight from the tarot deck here, Virgo. What else? What else do we need to know? about this connection for the second half of October. We've got the Eight of Swords coming through. Some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So they're feeling trapped right now by life circumstances. Kind of backed into a corner, and they don't quite know how to get themselves out of that situation. But you know, they did this to themselves, I'm feeling. So the Eight of Swords, they could be paralyzed by their own fears, their own anxieties. They're imprisoned by these thoughts, by whatever is haunting them from their past. They need to figure that out. This is something, I can't speak today. I've got so many thoughts going through my head that I want to be able to speak two sentences at the same time. Oh my gosh. So what I was going to say is that this is something that they've done to themselves. There is nothing here for you to do. You can't help them figure this out. This is their drama. This is their karma. You got your own stuff to deal with. And then we've got the Five of Cups right here. So some of you guys, you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person is very sad. They're feeling this sense of loss and despair because you guys are not together. Perhaps you abandoned them and they're feeling that, or they've had to deal with abandonment issues from the past. This whole childhood trauma thing going on. And the Five of Cups is also, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this by now, with the Five of Cups, it's crying over spilled milk. You know, that whole mentality. They don't realize that what they're focusing on is occupying all of their time perhaps, and they don't even see the other two cups that can promise them the happiness, certainly in love and romance, with you. We've got the King of Swords coming through now, so this could be the masculine right here. This is a man of structure, routine, very rational-minded, very intelligent person, a man of authority, that whole head over heart type vibe. This could be a father figure right here, so you guys could have either already had children together or they have children from previous relationships. This masculine really has the capability to cut things out of his life that no longer serve a purpose. But it's up to him to do that, not for the feminine. So feminines, if you're watching for this masculine, give the masculine a little bit more time to be able to process everything, to address their issues, fix whatever's going on there and why their life is falling apart. I feel it involves so much more than just their love life. This could include their finances, if they're looking for a job, if they're unemployed right now, if they're having health issues, if they're having family issues with their immediate family, if they have relationships that are being challenged right now that are not romantic in nature, or they could be in a relationship that's toxic. So I really feel here this masculine has a lot going on. And if you are Virgo feminine, they're acknowledging here that you make them happy. They miss you. They miss holding your hand. They want to be with you. They want to reach out. They caught feelings for sure, but they've got these inner demons that they're dealing with. So I feel this masculine perhaps needs a little bit more time. We do have the Temperance card here, picking up off of Sagittarius energy specifically. This is the need for patience. This is what's going to hopefully bring balance back into the situation, to bring harmony back, where you guys can at least be face to face and address the issues and try to fix those issues. And the Temperance card is a possible reconciliation here, Virgo. Followed by the Ten of Pentacles, which is your own energy. Unbelievable. Your money matters too at this time, Virgo. Looks really good. This is financial security from the Ten of Pentacles. Long-term success, an unexpected financial windfall, okay? Money matters. Looking quite excellent, Virgo. In love and romance, moving forward with your person, it looks good as well, because the Ten of Pentacles represents a very strong connection between the two of you. Even though their life is going to hell, it's falling apart, they still feel drawn to you. They still feel this connection. And maybe you represent that one glimmer of hope in this sea of chaos for them. This person, despite the drama, despite the issues, they might be your perfect match here, Virgo. And maybe you know this. Nine of Cups, they can still fulfill that wish of yours to perhaps bring this back together if that's what it is that you're wishing for. Nine of Cups is satisfaction, emotional stability, realizing one's dreams, contentment, and it does tap into prosperity once again, so money matters, looking good. Nine of Cups can be indicative of somebody who drinks a little bit too much also. So if your person has had a drinking problem, if you know this, whether you do or not, that is a part of that interpretation. So they could be drowning their sorrows, they could be struggling with that, or they just can't handle where life is right now, still being haunted by the past, and rather than dealing with it, perhaps, which is why they're struggling, they're just drowning their sorrows. They're just wanting to numb themselves and not really dealing with the issues at hand. And that's why it's an issue, because it's not being dealt with. So again, this is for your person to figure out, not you. And then we've got the High Priestess coming through here. So focus on your intuition at this time, Virgo. Really trust that inner voice of yours. The divine truth of what you know to be your truth when it comes to this relationship. This does represent the divine feminine here. Whatever you have learned on your own when it comes to this relationship, it's helped you to grow. It's helped you to gain much needed wisdom here. And the biggest lesson here, Virgo, I feel, is that you just have to focus on you. Wherever life is taking you right now, go with the flow. Should the universe give you the opportunity to reconnect with your person, it'll happen on its own. Certainly with help from them, taking that first initial step to reach out to you. Especially my masculines, that did come through from the Divine Masculine deck. I've wanted to reach out so many times, so many unsent messages that you have not received, Virgo. Either they were too afraid to send it, or they ran into roadblocks because you blocked them, or their fear, it's just overtaking them right now. A lot of those negative what if thoughts might be preventing them from hitting that send button, So we're gonna dig a little bit deeper here and see what else we need to know. So I wanted to grab some insight here from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Virgo for the second half of October, from the 16th through the 31st, in regard to the issues and confessions from your person. What else do we need to know here, please, angels and spirit guides, for this connection here? We have declaration. We do have a tattooed arm right there that says, I love you. Some of you guys, your masculine might have a tattoo as well. Fear, shyness, apprehension, hesitation, uncertainty, rejection, anxiety. It stops us from saying it, but it's always so nice to hear it from the one who matters most to your heart. And I really feel here, Virgo, again, your person really wants to come forward and communicate. But look at all of these things that they're dealing with. They're afraid, they're shy, they're apprehensive, they're hesitating, they're uncertain on whether you would even be open to hearing from them, that you might reject them. And so all of these things wrapped up into one big ball of anxiety, it's preventing them from actually moving. So they might just be so afraid to reach out, which is why we've got this under surveillance 24/7 card right there. They're watching you closely in however way they can from a distance. What else, please, angels and spirit guides, for Virgo when it comes to this connection? What else do we need to know here? We've got steps. We have joy. Okay? I've been hurt so many times by people, by love, by hopes and dreams that never came to be. I could stay where I'm comfortable, confined within my own walls, so I'll never hurt again. Or I can hand it over to a higher power, to the universe, to guide me to my next chapter. Baby steps. Okay? So you could both certainly relate to this, that you've been hurt many times by so many different circumstances. And absolutely, you can stay where you feel safe, or you could venture out and take those little baby steps to help you start living again. And I really feel, especially for this person coming through with this confession, I have experienced childhood trauma. The past still haunts me. Baby steps. That is not an easy thing to deal with right here. And my life is falling apart and I'm struggling. Again, baby steps. The next card. It really was love at first sight the moment I saw you. From that first glance that I knew was meant for only me. The brush of your hand against mine. Your heartwarming smile and everything about you that brings me joy beyond measure. Thank you for choosing me for life. And I really feel here, Virgo, they still want you to choose them for life. They don't want you to give up on them. And there's something about your hands. Did that not come forward? Here it is. I miss holding your hand. And then this particular message, the brush of your hand against mine. There's something about perhaps you guys loved holding hands when you were together. Or maybe they just find your hands to be very attractive. Let's grab another. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. We have cozy. Loneliness can feel so cold when we allow ourselves to wallow in that darkness. It's amazing how uplifting and comforting the right person, the right kind of love is. This is how your love makes my heart feel. Warm, loved, cherished, even on the coldest of days. This is how your love, your presence makes them feel, Virgo. And bottom of the deck, we've got road trip. I will walk through life with you any day, anytime, always and forever. Just hold my hand and don't ever let me go. Let's travel this journey together. As long as you're with me, the road ahead will be an amazing adventure. Unbelievable. Something about your hands, Virgo, that they love holding your hand. They want to be able to hold your hand forever. They want to grab hold of your hand so that you don't let go, so that they won't let go of you. Whoa. So let's add to this. Let's see what else. Let's grab some romance angels here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo when it comes to this connection for the second half of October. What else do we need to know here, guys? Stay optimistic. Yep. Stay optimistic about this situation, about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you're looking for when it comes to this connection. And I know, just based off of what's coming through here, some of you are trying to hold on to that glimmer of hope that maybe you guys can start over again. And certainly from this masculine, that is what this masculine is wanting, to be able to hold your hand through life forever. What else, please, for Virgo? Angels and spirit guides. Keep an open mind. Okay, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And what I get from this is maybe when you met this person, they were unlike anyone else that you've ever met. They could have had features that you normally wouldn't have been attracted to, or a personality, or however way this person came in, and it was unexpected, but very special. And they just didn't fit that typical mold of who your typical type was before you met them. But I have a feeling here, Virgo, this person surprised you. You guys could be coming from two different backgrounds, different ethnicities. Some of you guys might even have an age gap or different personalities, whatever it is. But somehow along the line of you guys getting to know each other, you fell in love more than likely. And this person coming through, that they really are your perfect match, even though you guys are going through things right now. Look at the next card. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. The next card, love yourself first. It's so important, especially for your person going through childhood traumas and dealing with past issues. Their life is not in a good place right now, but this is something that really you both need to do for yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive towards each other. So you need to be able to fill your own cup of love, Virgo, for yourself, and your person needs to put effort towards doing that also. We have children coming through, okay? So we already have the, where is that? The King of Swords coming forward, that father figure. Okay, so I do feel you guys either already had children together, or perhaps this is what you're wanting to build with your soulmate in the future, Virgo, is to have a family with this person. Amazing. Okay, so let's grab some additional insight from my Sugar and Spice Oracle deck. Naughty, nice, and not so nice messages in here. So let's grab some for you here, Virgo. Let's take a look and see what we can add to this. What is your person thinking about you and the connection? We have honeydew. For our relationship to last and thrive, there has to be equal give and take. Absolutely. So far, it's been me putting in all the effort, taking orders from you, and me doing what you want me to do. It's time for you to give back to me, to our partnership. It's your turn to do for me, honey. Okay, so this could actually be my feminines saying this to the masculine. In order for this connection to last and thrive, it has to be equal. Equal effort, equal desire, equal everything. So perhaps, my feminines, what you're wanting to say to your masculine is, it's your turn to do for me, because it was very lopsided and out of balance. You could have been giving way too much, and they were taking. Let's see what else. You know, and it's true. Each person has to give equally to the partnership for things to work out the way it is meant to. Otherwise, it does create a very out of balance vibe between two people. We've got lime. I admit I can be a bit of a tease. One taste of me and I'll have you salivating for more. Let's meet up for a margarita or casual sex sometime. I'll be the one at the bar wearing green and downing tequila shots with my friends. Want to be friends? Just friends, I think. Okay, so I feel this is a part of the issue here and why you guys have detached from this person. Because again, my masculines here, this could have been all they wanted. Casual sex, dating around. You might have been dealing with a player here. And they also, as I picked up earlier with that Nine of Cups, they could have had a drinking problem. You know, downing tequila shots to the point where they were just no longer coherent, you know? And so if you're dealing with somebody, again, inner demons, and they can't come towards you as the type of person that you need them to be for now, then they might be doing you a favor by staying away. And this could also be why some of you guys have your boundaries up, because you know this. And they know that they were a tease, and that they were wishy-washy, and that they did keep secrets from you, and that they indulged in things perhaps that they knew they weren't supposed to. And they had issues with being loyal in a partnership. You know, it's like you want to just be friends, but let's have sex. No, that's not going to work. What you allow, however, will continue, Virgo. So if you allow this person to treat you this way, then they're going to continue to do that. What else, please, for Virgo? We have peanut butter, okay? We have been through some bumps on the road. It hasn't always been easy, but we've gained wisdom from the experience and have overcome the difficult times. We've also learned the 3 most important lessons when it comes to having a successful relationship, and it's time we spread the news. Patience, balance, and joy, also known as PB&J. I don't feel you guys have gotten here quite yet, Virgo, but that certainly is the direction that you guys can head towards, with 2 people putting in the effort to get here. Bottom of the deck is grapes. Our love is like fine wine. It's only gotten better with time. Let's drink to forever. So this is typically a pretty positive message, with the exception here, because of what's coming through in this reading, of somebody who has a drinking problem. You know, they're willing to drink to anything. It's like, oh, let's drink to Monday. Let's drink to my favorite show is on TV. Let's drink to the trash got picked up today. You know, drinking to anything and everything. So let's drink to forever. But they need to say that, obviously, coming from a sober mind and meaning what they say, learning lessons, moving forward, having dealt with their childhood trauma, whatever it was that happened in the past, whatever this karma is that's coming to bite them in the ass, they've got to learn all that and not bring that towards you. Because if that is what they're bringing towards you, Virgo, then here you are putting up your boundaries, and that's you watching out for you, protecting yourself. And that's a good thing, especially again for my feminines. That's what's coming through here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some messages from the Hidden Truth Oracle And then we'll wrap it up with some final thoughts from your angels. What else do we need to know for Virgo for the second half of October? We will be together again. Maybe we can start over again. This is from the feminine. This could be from the masculine. But this is also coming through. I am afraid to contact you. You see, we already know this, that they're afraid to reach out. So instead of reaching out, they're watching you from a distance. But this is clarification here, Virgo, that they were in love with you. Maybe you really needed clarification of that. They were in love with you. Maybe you can relate to this as well. Finding out the truth crushed me. Hidden secrets, whatever they were hiding from you, once it came to light, once it was revealed, it hurt you. So if it had something to do with infidelity and cheating, it broke your heart, which more than likely explains why you've got your boundaries up. Songs remind me of you. Okay, so they could be hearing particular songs that remind them of you, of the connection, of the times that you guys had shared, particular songs that were popular at the time that you guys were together. I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, so maybe they're waiting for some sort of signal or a sign from you, Virgo, that it's okay to reach out, that you would be open to talking at least, or to see them face to face. And last card, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So lots of late nights for this person, Virgo. They're losing sleep over the fact that you guys are not together, that they're afraid to reach out, although they want to so desperately. They want you guys to be back together, but maybe they're struggling to just put all of those puzzle pieces together to come up with some plan to bring this together in the 3D world. You know, but that doesn't fall on you. I feel it falls on your person to be able to take that first step towards communication. If what they're truly wanting here is reconciliation, then they're going to have to put in the work. But first, they got to do the work on themselves. That's where the work needs to be, on themselves for now. So since we have songs coming through here, let's go ahead and grab some songs from my Heart Songs deck. And if you're unfamiliar with the songs, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo for the second half of October, 16th through the 31st. What songs need to come through? Can't Stay Away From You by Gloria Estefan. Hold on to every bit of hope. That's all I ever do. Hoping you might change your mind and call me up to say how much you need me too. And though you're leaving me no other choice than to turn and walk away, look over your shoulder, I'll be there. You can count on me to stay. So this might be a song that you really love, Virgo, or maybe whenever this person hears this song, they think about you. And they're holding on to the hope, you know, that you guys can work this out. And we've already got hopeful from the feminine. Maybe we can start over again. We have Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. So I feel for this masculine feminines that they still find you to be very attractive. and they consider you to be their perfect match, but maybe they didn't realize that until after everything fell apart. And then we've got Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. I've realized a dream and I visualized the love that came to be. Feel so alive. I'm so thankful that I've received the answer that heaven has sent down to me. You are their vision of love, Virgo. You are this dream come true for this person. This is how they see you. This is how they want to reconnect with you. So even though they've got issues, I feel perhaps that your person is recognizing what it is that they need to do to help bring you guys back together. They know they've got issues, and clearly there are a ton of confessions coming through here from your person. And at the end of the day, they're coming through here letting you know that they love you, that they care for you. They've got childhood trauma, they've got inner demons that they have to deal with. And once they do deal with that, you guys might just find yourselves coming back together in the most unexpected ways. Life has a funny way of turning things around when we least expect it. And that's what I'm feeling here for you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of this reading resonated with you, that it offered you the guidance that you could use at this time. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.